Oh, my
All right, we are live, I believe.
Right.
I think, man, I love Facebook. It's just there's no indication at all.
There's never an indication.
There's nothing.
We are
So
live.
I think I'm gonna go with the fact that we're live. Hey, everybody! Good morning and good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at. Welcome to Groove Nation, and this is Freestyle Friday. So we got myself. My name is Rob Rosero. We got Mike Weiss, and we have Kathy Walls here. And today we do this every Friday. We just kind of do a freestyle Friday. I'm kind of closed in here with three people. So, but yeah, we're gonna kind of a little bit recap the week this week and
Right.
kind of take any questions that you guys may have. So
This week was crazy.
yeah, very much so.
I need to turn off my Facebook so that way y'all don't hear my Facebook blow up. So yeah, this week was nuts with the Groovathon that's been going on since the 6th. Me hosting 5 hours so far this week and having you guys on, and then just watching everything fall into place and helping so many people be introduced to GrooveFunnels, grow their followings and helping their businesses. So it's been pretty awesome on my end.
Oh yeah, being on that Groovathon was definitely cool. I know I enjoyed it. It was fun. Definitely would like to do that again for sure.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah. So the nice thing with the Groovathon, I just noticed I pulled up Facebook so I could pull this up so I can see who's joining us and who, and comments. I see that they're adding yet another bonus. Did you all see that?
No.
Yeah. They are adding another bonus if you sign up by the 18th. And they are taking all of these recordings and they're breaking them down and highlighting them.
That's
You're
awesome.
going to get free access to the bits and pieces, and they're all going to be laid out for you. So I was like, wow, not only are you getting all the software from GrooveFunnels that, like Mike and I were talking last night about, everything all in one place, but then you're also getting all these recordings broke down into teachable parts so that way you can use them for your business. And then you're getting these extra sick software.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nuts.
That's awesome that they're going to do that. I was hoping they were actually going to do that because I mean some of the stuff that has been on the Groovathon has been absolutely amazing. I mean,
absolutely. Have you had a favorite? Have either one of you had a favorite person come on that you're like, oh, I need to watch?
Yeah, for me, David Kavanaugh.
Yes.
I really like him. He makes me laugh every time I watch him. But the stuff the stuff he drops in there for free is absolutely awesome. And the great thing was, I mean, it's no joke. It does work. I mean, I did exactly what he said to do, and sure as hell, I was up on number 1 on Google for do a quick search for how to do a test order in Groove. Guess who's the number 1 video? Yes.
Yeah,
so thank you, Mr. Kavanaugh.
I've got that bookmarked. I'm going to go back to it. I was gone all week, so I missed so much. And so the fact that they are breaking that down and going to make that available to us is just one more piece of value. They don't have to do that, and so that's really cool.
Absolutely fantastic. Michelle, who was on after us, and I know she's part of our group, and I was mad. I only got to see probably like 15 minutes of her, but I have the YouTube video already, and we were chatting this morning. I sent her a link for that, so I'm going to watch that whole thing a little bit later because she is a master at Instagram stuff. So you can totally learn from that. And if you guys are watching us, let us know where you're watching us from. Drop us a hashtag live if you're watching us live. If you're on a replay, hit us up with the replay. Yeah. And let us know where you're from because it's funny. I say this all the time. We're on all different times of night, and we get people from all over the world. So it was kind of cool. The other night we were on later talking to people in Australia and Malaysia.
Right.
Usually this time we're going to be mostly with the U.S. people. So for sure, let us know where you guys join us from, and we'd love to hear some of your feedback too. If you got a chance to look at the Groovathon, watch it all, what were your thoughts, and what were some of your big takeaways from it?
Yeah, and the Friday segments that we're doing here, this is so much about you. I mean, everything we do is about educating, and so it's all about everybody in this group. But today is just about answering questions and figuring out exactly where you're struggling right now and answering those real time. So if you have real time questions, now's the moment. This is the moment.
Yeah, you have 3 brains sitting here in front of you that have been doing this for quite some time. I know that last night, well, actually both nights, Wednesday and Thursday, Rob and I were doing live Facebook social media profile audits, and people were really digging that. So we got some things planned to where we can do those live inside of Groove Nation so if you're a member, we're going to do them free live, just like we did for the Groovathon. And then also we're going to highlight some of you guys. So if you're wanting to become a highlighted member, a rising star mentioned and featured in Groove Nation, we're going to have that ready, available for you. And then one of us is going to come in and we're going to interview you live, and we're going to talk about what you're doing and how you're using Groove and, so on and so forth. So like Mike said, what we do is for all of you guys. It's not just for us, it's for you all. We want to, I know you all there's so many big talents in our group.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to see and to watch, right? To watch these individuals connect with each other and help each other. And that is what we're trying to do. And I feel like we are in this community.
Yeah, we have a lot of really proactive, a lot of really successful people in here, and we haven't been able to highlight everybody. So I'm really excited about that segment that you're talking about there, Kathy. And it's just like Rob said, it's Michelle, right, that you're watching?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I missed that. I didn't know she was on. I would have pushed that forward and made sure to watch that because I was talking to her last week in the group. What an amazing thing she's doing. And So
I know she's actually going to be presenting to Groove Digital as well. So that's definitely kind of cool. But the Rising Star thing is absolutely fantastic. We do that in another group that I'm part of, and it's great. I mean, just highlight somebody, and it's not about being a pitch, right? It's about kind of just what it is that you do, right? Talk a little bit about more about yourself. Let us highlight you, and people will probably reach out to you if it's a service that they need. And it's a great way to get your name out there. And not only that, it's just a way to give back to the community. I know a lot of people have gotten a lot of good value out of Groove Nation so far. And actually, I'm just looking at, somebody just made a post with a giant heart on it that says, "Thank you a lot, Groove Nation, for all your help." I mean, I love things like that. And that's exactly what the purpose of this group is for.
Yeah, it keeps us going, that's for sure. To see the love that you all are giving us keeps us going, keeps us motivated. I mean, because we're just like you. We need motivation, because we have rough days and everything as well. So being able to do this, whenever I was talking to Tawan on there, and he was like, from career to calling, I actually feel like I found my calling in teaching and helping people get out of the 9-to-5 grind, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's rewarding, sometimes exhausting, but it's rewarding, right? Because you want to help so much, and you can't do it for them. Yep. But what you can do is hold their hands all the way. And
exactly.
Well, it's like this, like many people have said before, if they bring the motivation, right? If you bring the motivation, you're dedicated to it, then the teaching and the education we bring here hopefully will connect those dots for you.
Yeah,
exactly. Yep. I mean, and the great thing is even just doing some of the stuff that we did on the Groovathon, having those people take action and immediately seeing results is fantastic. And that's one of the things that we definitely always try to do is give people those actionable items that they can do and get the results that they actually want. So it's and it is fun to see people win is absolutely fantastic. To see somebody get that first affiliate check is awesome because it is.
And the first sale, even the first free sign up is a big deal. Every sign up I get, free or not, I'm cheering on. It's like, yeah, it's one step closer to getting where I'm at. So if you have those small wins, I always say, celebrate the small wins because all end up being big. So if you're joining us live, make sure you hashtag live, hashtag replay if you're joining us on the replay. That way we know that we're bringing something to you. If you have any questions at any time, please be sure to drop them down below so that way we can answer them in real time. If we need to share our screen to help you out, we are here to help you out. But I was going to say with my favorite, David Kavanaugh has been one of my favorites as well. I mean, that guy is just full of knowledge, and it is amazing because some of the stuff you don't even think about doing, he's like, oh, well, you need to do this. And then you're like, I didn't even think about that. And it was so easy, right?
And not only that, he goes about 100 miles an hour and doesn't stop. Yeah. I mean, it's 10 o'clock in the morning over here. It's 3 a.m. for him, and he's still shooting messages. Like, you need a little bit of rest, right?
Right. It's just crazy. But I'm so excited to listen to and to watch what I miss, because I didn't even think about it when it first started, putting my earbuds in and, at first and listening to it while I'm cleaning house or, running errands and stuff like that. And then Andy said, you need to listen, put in your earbuds. And I'm like,
it's, the funny thing is, like, I had no idea what to even expect. Like, I thought it was just going to be like, oh, some people coming on and just blah, blah, blah. But all of a sudden it's like, wow, you're actually teaching something it's huge. I mean, and not to take advantage of that is just silly. So yeah, the same thing. I've got a window up in the corner, which I just kind of been leaving it up there and watching. But it's definitely challenging because it's like I actually have stuff to do. And it's like, oh, wait, this is on. I want to really watch this for a minute. So
yeah. I mean, it's like everything else with Groove. It's overwhelming because it's just like 14 days straight lives. That's a lot of content. You're going to miss some stuff, but then again, it's just like the products. It's like 6 new products over launch. It all kind of is overwhelming, but man, once you get into it and start digesting all of that and start really diving into the software, it's just opens up a world of opportunity.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yep. And now they're actually, do you hear they're going to be launching like a Groove station to go 24/7?
Yeah. Groove TV.
That's what, I wasn't sure if that's what you're talking about earlier, but that's, I guess, the newest announcement. Yeah.
Yep. That's kind of cool too. So that'll definitely be interesting. So, hey, I know we do have some people on. Would let us know where you guys are
they're very
calling in from
right now, right?
Yeah. I feel like I'm a radio DJ. Let us know where you were calling in from. Caller number 5. Yeah.
So if you're on, stay on, because if we have people on here, I know we're probably fighting with the Groovathon and the people that are on there, and because I think who's on there right now, Rob? You got it up.
I took it off to get the stream, otherwise my stream.
Oh, did you?
Hang on a second. I can tell you real quick though.
I know David Lemon was on. I mean, he's killing it with it. He's on there. I don't know if that guy ever sleeps either.
Oh yeah.
You really see people's work ethics.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Deb is on with Adam Davies right now.
All right. Yeah, I got to meet Deb while I was in Florida, and she's so sweet, and she's just, I mean, she's constantly on the go, just like sitting there. She doesn't move, and you're like, do you need anything? And she's like, no, I'm good. And 14 hours have passed. And I'm like, have you even gone to the bathroom?
Yeah, have you gotten out of that chair? Yeah, that could definitely be hard, but no, they are doing an absolutely fantastic job. I mean, even with the little tech snafu last night, I mean, they jumped on that and handled that, so that was good. Very good.
They didn't have a lot of leeway whenever they thought of this, and within 5 days they dropped the Groovathon, the stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like, holy smokes! And it was all stemmed off of David Lemon's 12-hour marathon Groovathon.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's a quick decision. It's such a huge thing.
But does this not tell you what kind of company it is? If they could put together a 14-day, 24/7 stream, and it go off almost without a hitch, right? I mean, it's.
I think there really is something to learn there. I mean, and just take away for everybody's business, everybody who's working on their business out there. How long have you been working on your business? Like how long have you been working on trying to put together that product or that one singular thing? And, take a note from Groovathon, who was like, within a week was like, you know what, we should do a 14-day, 24/7 thing. And how amazing, there have been hiccups along the way, but how amazing it's turned out, so maybe we should just take a chance and take some action in our business.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and launch that thing. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that whole the whole, what was it last year, the whole launch imperfect. I mean, yeah, just take action. That's the biggest thing. There's so many people that just learn, which is fantastic, but to learn and not do, that's where so many people struggle with the actual do part.
People get stuck there. They don't have the confidence. They don't get stuck in a lack of confidence to take that next step. Even if you don't have the confidence, just do it anyway.
Right. Just do it and close your eyes and let it fly, and then see what happens, guys. Like that's what my first run was. We were in our 20s when we opened our first business, and we had 2 small kids. Our kids were like 3 and 4. I mean, they were really small, and we took a $50,000 investment, and we prayed. We knew what we were doing. And it ended up being a good thing for us because we were able to think outside the box. We came up with upsells for retail, and stuff like that. And within, I always said 18 months, but Scott's like, it was 14. We went over $1 million in sales. That's having 2 small kids in a town we didn't know anybody in, because we had to move to do this franchise. And it was rough, right? Oh, yeah. And of course it was like this, and there was a lot of times we were like this, and we had no hair, right? But you figure it out whenever you put it out there and you actually just do it. What happens?
Oh yeah,
you have no choice but to continue to do, right?
100%. I remember when I first got out of college, I had one real job after college. And I remember I was making decent money, and I remember I was done. Like, I found out what they were billing me out as. The company I started on the side was starting to pick up enough steam where it could almost support me. But I remember talking to my parents. I'm like, look, I'm leaving my job. I'm going to do this full time. And my mom and dad, my mom was a principal for a school for 20 years. My dad worked for Grumman for 25 years. So they never did anything like that. So when I told them I was leaving the job, you got to do what? I mean, I remember like she was freaking out. I'm like, but yeah, you're exactly right. You don't have a choice at that point, right? You have to make it work. You make it work. You do. And there's something to be said for consistency. I mean, it's one of the reasons why we have the schedule in here now. You get those consistency things going. As long as they keep going, they will start to pick up steam. I mean, it may take a little while, but it's that consistency and that action that produces those I can't even speak this morning. I'm on 3rd cup of coffee. I'm a little jittery. Sorry. But yeah, it's those actions that actually that will produce the results. So
can you see that question in StreamYard?
Yep, I'm actually going to put it up right now.
This is from John DeCruz.
Yep. Can current GrooveMail be used like Klaviyo, full-on triggers, flows, abandoned carts, thank you page, general marketing emails? If so, can we send from our own domain email, and we'll go out from a Groove login email? So right now, I was actually playing with this yesterday. I was hoping that the update allowed you to change to your own domain emails. Right now, it's still not. I'm not sure when that's actually going to be. Abandoned carts, I know we can do the general email marketing stuff. I know you can do triggers, sequences, and flows. Abandoned carts, I'm not sure. I haven't seen that in there yet. So I'm hoping, not yet, right? So, but hopefully soon. But I know the sequences and stuff works because I'm actually using them now. But everything else, the only bad thing that I'm struggling with, I can't import my contacts, which I'm so waiting to do that because I have to actually upgrade my ActiveCampaign account right now to take on more, so I can push a couple more contacts in there. Which was so I want to bring them into Groove. So what was that?
I was gonna say, which was the plan? They had announced that was going to take at least 30 days from launch.
Yeah, which is totally fine. So I'm trying to. I think yesterday I had six more contacts. So I have to go to the next level. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out if I can squeak it out for a couple more days. So
that was a good question, John. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, very much so. So
yeah, with the launch of stuff, whenever they launch a product, a portion of this from the Groove, whenever it comes out in the beta mode, the thing is it's almost like we're sampling the product before it's done.
Yep. And that's the thing. A lot of people need to kind of understand that. I think some people were I don't know, sold on the premise, but basically like, hey, this is it's a done platform, and it's definitely not. I mean, it's done enough where you can run live product, like we certainly do. But yeah, you have to know that it's definitely beta. There are some glitches, and just you need to kind of accept that a little bit and work with the platform.
Yeah. I'm totally down with that.
Yeah, and right now I would just say work in the areas where you can work, and so I was really excited. As an example, I was really excited about Groovemember because there's a lot I need to do in there, and it's not quite there yet. And so I'm like, you can get a little frustrated by that, but don't let that any kind of frustration. We're talking about don't let fear stand in your way. Don't let frustration stand in your way from being productive as well. You can always do what Rob's doing and use some third-party programs until everything's ready and then jump out. But what I would say is just use your time in the areas of Groove that are functional. Start building out your funnels, your templates. You can go ahead and start. I mean, seriously, if you have not written your email retargeting, if you've not written your email flows or your messenger bot flow charts yet, if you haven't written that stuff out, that's something you're going to have to do later. Right. So don't wait to create your membership and then be like, oh, I don't want to make my email sequences. Go ahead and just write that stuff out now. And then when Groovemember is ready, then use Groovember. There's a lot you can be doing probably.
Oh yeah. Yep. And the other thing is a lot of people get stuck on the how, right? I don't know how to do this. Well, here's the thing that I learned early on is that I have a good set of skills to do certain things. Designing is not one of them. I am a madman when it comes to tech. So I trade my tech skills for design skills. I do it all the time. The person we're working with right now to do a funnel for us, I'm trading off to do some tech stuff and she's doing the design. It's saving me a boatload of money. So use your skills that you have and work with people, work with barter. People love to barter all the time. People do it. So don't ever let how do I do this really get in your way. I mean, talk to people. And if you need to hire somebody to do it, figure out what skills you have and offer them up to them and for trade.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically, I was saying that last night, in our interview in the Groovathon, that's basically how I got Groove. That's how I paid for my account was just with trade. It's like, how can we make this work? This is too good. We can make this happen. How can we do it? And they're harder than trade.
Exactly. It's all about, it's OPM, right? It's other people's money, right? Use other people's money. That's really what you want. Don't, because if you use other people's money, you're not
other people's talents.
Yeah, exactly. So it's always a good thing. There's always ways to leverage yourself. I mean, especially if you're in this thing trying to sell, if you're trying to sell something, you have some type of skills at that point. Whatever it is that it is you're trying to sell, use that and barter with it. So
yeah.
But any other questions? Do we have any more questions in here? I'm trying to see.
I don't see any in Facebook.
Nothing else in here.
Do you see any in YouTube or?
No, not seeing any in there.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to cut this short so that way we can, because we've been online for like 100 hours this week.
A couple.
Kathy, you had 5 hours of the Groovathon that you were hosting, and Rob, you were on there, but then also how many videos did you drop just in this group this week? It was
it's been a couple. Yeah, it's been a lot. I've got 2 more YouTube ones that I've just got to get the final edit on. I need like 25 more hours in a day.
And that's so much work. You doing that for this group is because I've done it, and I haven't done it in the last several weeks, but just doing that, and even just the small edits, it takes a lot of time. So between the lives and that, you guys are really really killing it here.
Yeah, it's definitely. And then I mean, it's getting things scheduled, and it's funny. Like this, I totally forgot to schedule. Like my life is scheduled, and without that schedule, I am lost. And it's totally fine. I forgot to put our Fridays on my calendar. And it's like you messaged me 10 minutes ago. Like, we getting ready to go live. I'm like, oh wow, I totally forgot.
Hey, maybe I should throw this out there because, like I said, we're going to cut this one short. But for anybody who watches this on the replay and watches to the end here, let me just say, if you have questions that you want answered, but you're asleep on Fridays at this time, but you're going to watch the replay. Just go ahead and write those questions on the page, and we can, just say, maybe tag it to say this is for the Friday section. And we'll try to answer those questions on the Friday segment for you.
Sure. 100%.
Want to make sure everybody gets a chance to have their questions answered. And so go ahead and just write those on the page. We'll try to get to them.
Yep. All right. Excellent. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. You know that your time is valuable, and I appreciate you guys spending the half hour with us today. So thank you guys so much. And we will be back on Tuesday
for
Teaching Tuesday this weekend. So it'll be great.
Catch me on the Groovathon as a guest Sunday morning, and I cannot remember the time. It's going to be between 6 and 9 a.m.
Excellent.
Eastern Standard Time. So with Angie Norris. So
awesome. Excellent. That'll be good. Definitely make sure you catch that one. But yeah, once we'll have to make a post about that one as well. So yes. Absolutely fantastic. All right, guys, you guys have a fantastic Friday. Have an awesome rest of your weekend. And weekend. You'll probably see us live in this group again later, probably. We've been on a couple much times, but take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye for now.